flocker out here on the Gulf Coast scene. I got a song in my soul, love that trop rock and roll. Surf's up, I'm living a dream. They call me the rusty old flocker, and this beat up guitar right here comes in pretty handy when the suntanned and sandy stop by to have 'em a beer. They call me the rusty old flocker. When they come in and out, I'll sing, no I doubt they'll remember that much about me. They call me the rusty old flocker. That's the word on the beach. They call me the rusty old flocker, and I love
at Radio A1A, and the studios are alive today with some great music from a guy by the name of Jeffrey Randall. With me today also is Joe Anderson. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Randall. We've got you on the phone with us right now with Joe A. and Harry T. in the studios of Radio A1A. What's up?
I'm doing very good, Harry. Good to hear from you. Joe, good to hear you in there, too, and going to have a good interview. I appreciate you putting me on the air like this. I really do.
Well, this is the afternoon that we do that, and we release the Trop 40 later today, and this is a chance for the people to get to know Jeffrey Randall and your new music, and your former albums were under the name Jeff Randall, and Twist of Lime, and what was the other album you had there, Jeffrey?
That was it, Twist of Lime and Rusty Old Flocker.
Oh, but you had a number of single releases as well during that time with under just Jeff Randall.
From that one would have been Twist of Lime.
I see. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Rusty Old Flocker.
They call me, they call
Listen
me,
to that.
They call me the rusty old flocker. When they come in and out, I'll sing, no I doubt.
You know, what's a flocker, Jeff Randall? What's a flocker?
A flocker is a parrot head, and parrot head is a bird, right, in the form of a bird, and they flock. They fly together. They flock together. So
I'm one.
That's what we do. And the Rusty Old Flocker, the name of the tune itself, I got with my co-writing buddy, Mike Cool out of Nashville, and I said, Mike, I really want something that kind of accentuates what I do when I'm playing around in the bars and, you know, little events. And that's just the way it is. You know, people come and go. They watch you play, and half of them don't even know who you are. They just want to hear some entertainment, have a drink, and be on their way.
Well, let me tell you.
That was a meeting.
Let me tell you, Joe A. has been around some of the flockings over in Jacksonville and the Mobile, Alabama area where Buffett is from, where the flocking supposedly started with his Parrot Head fan club. Now, you have a fan club that comes to your Rusty Old Flockings, and they hear some really cool types of music, and I think you're even playing for the Tampa Bay Parrot Head Club coming up soon, right?
Yes, I am. September 15th.
Wow.
I'll be playing at the Tampa Bay Parrot Head Birthday Bash. It's going to be a good time. I'm bringing in my band, and we're going to rock the night out with some good Parrot Head music. Some Tropical Americana. I'm going to let her fly.
Well, here's a Tropical Americana song by Jeffrey Randall from the album Rusty Old Flocker. Would you welcome this song? A brand new release. It's called Beach Bound. We'll talk about this one right after. Here you go. You know, I brought the wrong song in, but that's a good one. Oh, that's summertime.
On a Carolina Saturday night.
Here's Beach Bound.
Her license plate says Tiki Bar. Got a surfboard strapped to the hood of her car. There's sand all over the driver's seat. She's jamming out to a Marley beat, wearing big shades like a movie star, with a shotgun riding bonfire guitar. Look at that smile on her suntan face. She must be going Got a fishing hook on her baseball cap. Got a dolphin tattoo on the small of her back. Bermuda shorts and a bikini top. I'm willing to bet she ain't gonna stop until she's looking at the clear blue sea and hanging out under a coconut tree. Look at that smile on her suntan face. She must be going to her happy place. I bet she's there till the sun goes down. Hell yeah, that girl is beach bound. She's a pretty little parrot head, riding on out to the docks. She's a pretty little parrot head, singing that Sunshine Rock. And row, 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 row. Hey, look at that smile on her suntan face. She must be going to her happy place. I bet she's there till the sun goes down. Hell yeah, just look at that smile on her suntan face. She must be going to her happy place. I bet she's there till the sun goes down. Hell yeah, that girl is beach bound. She's beach bound. She's beach bound.
Wow. Beach Bound, Jeffrey Randall, also known as Jeff Randall. And that, my friends, is great tropical Americana music on Radio A1A. You can vote for it on the Trop 40 there by going to RadioA1A.com. We release that Trop 40 poll, the chart afterwards. The poll happens all week long. Jeff Randall, formerly known as Jeff Randall, now known as Jeffrey Randall. What's the deal with the name change? Tell me that.
Okay, well, the deal about that is I was having a problem with Spotify because there's a couple of Jeff Randalls out there with their own music, as in myself, and one of my songs got mixed up by Spotify with another Jeff Randall out of the state of Washington, and I have been trying for 2.5 years to get that song out of his realm, the other Jeff Randall, and put it back in my pocket, and Spotify just can't seem to get it together for me. I don't know what to do with them anymore, but so I decided I'm going to change my name to Jeffrey. My original full name anyways is Jeffrey Randall.
Yeah.
So I thought we'll just do that, and it seems to be the safer way to go for me.
Well, you know, Joe Anderson is nodding his head in the studio. His name, Joe Anderson. You probably had that problem, haven't you, sir?
You know, there's about 400 million Joe Andersons in the U.S. You'd think there wouldn't be that many since there's only about 350 million of us. But,
yeah.
We're everywhere.
We are indeed. Well,
I like the rusty old flocker, though.
You like that?
I think he ought to just go ahead and change his name all the way, Jeffrey. Just go to rusty old flocker.
Well, I changed my name to Coin to Bone, so nobody wants to copy that name. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, I still say the song Rusty Old Flocker, it's basically my calling song anymore. That's just about me. It's just the way I wrote. You know, Mike and I wrote it, and that was it. Mike Cool and I.
That's right.
Well, we're going to get to the one that everybody's waiting on to release that video of the new song from the album Rusty Old Flocker, and that's Boatin Problem. But we'll get to that. That's a video, and a well done video, and we'll talk about that a little later. But my favorite, oh my goodness. And we talked about this before the show about parrot heads and what you see at a parrot head flocking. And there's just no telling what you might see. But you see a lot of flip-flops, don't you? And you see a lot of bottle tops, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do.
And you see a lot of bottle bottoms, you know, when they lift them.
Yes, you sure do.
And you wrote a song. Tell me about it. What made you come up with those flip-flops and bottle tops? What a great. I can even picture these bottle tops flipping off, man. Boop, boop, boop,
It's Flip Flops and Beer Bottle Tops. It was written by a buddy of mine, Eddie Paul, and he also plays in Nashville Gone South. Eddie Paul, Beverly Pendley, Darren Bates, and myself.
Oh, man.
And we were doing a show down in St. James Island, and before we went out, Eddie goes, "Hey, I want you to hear this song, Jeff," because Eddie's more of a country writer. And I said, "Yeah, let me hear it." So he started playing this Flip Flops and Beer Bottle Tops, and I said, "Man, if you're not going to cut that, I want it." And he goes, you do? You want that song? And I go, I love it. I want the song. So about 2 months later, I had to track him down again and say the same thing. I want that song. So he finally gave it to me, and then I kind of did my own twist on it melodically, and I thought it came out pretty good. Well-written song by Eddie Paul, and I'm glad he let me do it. I'm glad he let me cover it.
Hey, kudos out to a songwriter, man, because this is really a work, but at the same time, the words in it have there's a little mention of a place called the Low Key Tiki Bar.
Yeah,
that's a little special place for me and for you and Rudy Cox and all the people that went through that awful hurricane a couple of years ago down there, the Cape Coral area and St. James Island, Pine Island. Pine Island's another planet, isn't it, my friend?
Yeah, we also went down back in this past February and did a show down there to raise money as Nashville Gone South. Darren Bates, Beverly Pendley, Eddie Paul, and myself, and Rudy joined us as well. Rudy Cox.
He did,
and that's one talented man right there, Rudy Cox. I'm just happy he's a buddy of mine. I got to tell you. But we went down there and did a show for Pine Island. Spent about 3-4 hours down there and raised some thousands of dollars. We were very surprised with the outcome, and worked out really well for everybody.
Well,
very proud of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all you folks that love tropical Americana music and Gulf and Western and trop rock and the music that we describe not by where you're from or where the music is located, but what it sounds like. This, folks, can be identified in Nashville or Michigan or Texas or California or wherever. It's just great Americana music right there, my friend.
This is. I will agree. I think Eddie Paul is a very, very, very good writer out of Nashville, and I'm just glad I get to call him a friend. For him letting me cover this song, I appreciate it so much, and it is really a great song.
Flip Flops and Bottle Tops. Here it is, folks.
1042 channel satellite TV. Still nothing to watch, but these walls are watching me. The cold outside my window has me wishing I was further south. It got me thinking about St. James City and the low-key tiki now. Flip-flops and beer bottle tops, pretty girls where the weather's hot. I got my music rocking on the Trop Rock radio. Flip-flops and beer bottle tops, party good time non-stop. It's got me wishing I was chilling there all year long. A tiny umbrella in my drink, another over my chair. Looky there, looky there. There's no better place to burn a day than in the salty air. Oh, paradise keeps calling. Yeah, it's waiting on the other side. Somebody's gonna have to drink me home if I can make it to the coastal line. Flip-flops and beer bottle tops, pretty girls where the weather's hot. I got my music rocking on the Trop Rock radio. Flip-flops and beer bottle tops, party good time non-stop. It got me wishing I was chilling there all year long. On my way. flip-flops and beer bottle tops. Pretty girls where the weather's hot. My music is rocking on the Trop Rock Radio. Flip-flops and beer bottle tops. Party good time non-stop. It's got me wishing I was chilling there all year long. It's got me wishing I was chilling there all year long. Why can't I?
Jeff?
Yeah.
Are you there?
I am still here, sir. I ain't going nowhere.
Will you tell us why can't I? Why can't you?
You know, he wrote this as he's up like in Nashville or wherever in the cold air, and he wanted to get back down to St. James City and low key tiki bar, and just looking out his window, he's got a little snow, it's cold, and that's how it hit him. You know, he did a great job on that song. Eddie Paul did a great job.
Fabulous, fabulous. And you know something? You did a great job. Every time I've seen you at every event you've ever done, you mentioned Nashville Gone South and all those great gentlemen that and ladies, I think, that did that with you there in Central Florida. Yeah. Things are coming up later in the pit stops when you go to Homosassa and the Florida Cracker Resort right there on the river. And you are one of the headliners there at the pit stop kickoff party there, October the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And there's a big announcement that you have regarding that. You're putting a band together, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I decided to put a band together and make a little bit more music out there, with a little drums and some bass.
He's
and
on a mission
guitar and some keyboards. I think I assembled a pretty good band together, and I cannot wait to show them off and just to let the people know that the band is going to be called Jeff Randall and the Cody River Band.
Oh,
and I think we're going to nail it. Jeff Randall and the Cody River Band.
Well, the first announcement was about the Rusty Old Flocker album and the great music that's playing on Radio A1A right now. And by the way, vote on it, radioa1a.com. Go to the top 40. And the second announcement is the Cody River Band. What a great idea. You've been threatening to do that, and my friends, all these other...
Harry, I got to tell you, yes, I have been threatening for a while to do that. And how the name came about is there is a river that I live by, and it's known as the Cody River Band.
Yes.
Or I'm not Cody River Band, but the Cody River. So I thought I get a little ahead of myself there, but known as the Cody River, and I thought I really like that, so we'll just call it Jeff Randall and the Cody River Band, and it's going to work out.
Awesome. Well, things come in threes. We had the announcement of the Rusty Old Flocker and all those great tunes, coming from there. Rusty Old Flocker itself is really a fine tune. Right. But there's 2 or 3 other songs, and I accidentally hit the Summertime song, but that's a surprise for later. That's a gorgeous, sweet song. And the good news comes in threes, but the third news is about... You've got a real boating problem, don't you, man? Didn't you want to confess? You want to go ahead and confess? I think I've got video evidence that you have.
Yeah, we have a boating problem where I live. I live down here in Central Florida on the Gulf side, and a place called Gulf Harbors, Florida. Very, very happy down here, and we go boating with a lot of our friends. And I figured I'd have a little play on words, and we'll just have drinking friends with a boating problem. And I talked to my co-writer and I, Mike Cool, we got together and I started writing down ideas. This is what I think it entails. And Mike and I went at it and come up with this song. I got to tell you, we're very proud of it. Gulf Harbors is taken to it where I live. They're okay with it, so I'm okay with it. And it turned out really well. The video itself shot was even better. It was shot by a videographer by the name of Joey Duhan out of Miami area. He come over and shot the video for us.
Oh, wow.
In fact, his dad is my drummer in the band, Andy Duhan. Wow. And this is what Joey does for a living. Joey Duhan is a videographer, so he's very good at what he does, obviously. And he did a great job. He really did, Harry.
Jeffrey Randall here on the microphone, actually on the telephone. We're on the microphone here in the Radio A1A studios. We're about to introduce the Top 40 chart later on today, but today is a very special event. You just debuted this video, Boating Problem, last week, did you not? Last Wednesday, I believe it was. Right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And we are about to enter into July here. We are in July, and this is going to be a special situation where we're going to be having this happen during the July 4th weekend. Right. Are we not? Yes, we are. So right now is the...
I'm looking forward.
And so you're going to be able to see this for the first time probably here as we introduce it to our YouTube streams and Facebook. And also you'll be able to hear this on our podcasts everywhere, Google and Spotify. And look it up and listen to the audio of it. But here, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very special video. And it's proof that people can enjoy themselves on the water without the water nuts. The water nutsies, did they not Nazis? Did they show up?
I tell you, the community that I live on, Gulf Harbor, is a boating community.
Yes.
I have such great support from these people and my friends. I cannot tell you how much that means to a guy like me, who's just trying to have fun in life. And these people just shove me to another level of fun, and they come out and they support me at every level. I'm just a very blessed man to live in Gulf Harbor with all my friends.
Wonderful. And now, here it is, Boatin' Problem, or is it Boating Problem? Both of them are bad things. Well, good things, I guess. And it is a video right here, and it is a unique, individual, independent song by Jeffrey Randall.
I just set sail across my neighborhood. I got me a lookout and she's looking damn good. Cruising the canals on our way to the Gulf. Yeah, we're meeting up with our crew, and then we're off. I got a cooler full of ice for my rolling rock, putting on the QT, passing the docks. We'll motor out of sight, that's right, wanna anchor by noon, where we be looking like a sailing saloon. Yeah, 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 I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on them. Party on the water, smoke 'em if you got 'em, chug it up that bottle, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. My baby, she be fishing just like I taught her. I brought my guitar to boogie woogie on the water. We all hoist different flags, but we in the same fleet. Oh, ain't we cool out here in the heat? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got drinking friends with a floating problem. We all got second homes and we be floating on them. Party on the water, smoke 'em if you got 'em, chug it up that bottle, all the way to the bottom. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. I got drinking friends with a boating problem. I got drinking friends I got drinking friends with a boatin' problem. A boatin' problem. Ooh. That's all we got, folks.
Wow. Did you get to ride the Beast, by the way, Jeff?
Did I get to do what, Harry?
There was a boat there called the Beast, had some really nice looking ladies on it. I wonder if you rode the Beast.
Yeah, he lives right around the corner from me.
Awesome.
Wow. That's all I can say about that video. That is a piece of work, wasn't
It's
it?
fun, too.
I tell you, Harry, we had, my buddies and I, we planned on having 6 or 7 boats and 25 to 30 people out there at the sandbar, and we thought we'd have a good time and make a great video that way. And my friends kept telling me, there's going to be a couple of more boats than 6 or 7. I thought, hey, I'll take anything I can get. Well, with all the support I get out of this community and the surrounding area, the total of boats out there was a little over 40 boats showed up.
Oh, my Lord.
And over 250 people showed up. I was very, very humbled about the support that I'm allowed to receive in this neighborhood. It just blows me away.
That's Jeff Randall right there. We also call him Jeffrey Randall now, but since he changed his name.
Oh, you can call me Jeff. That's okay.
And right there is Joe Anderson on the microphone. He is a veteran of the Iraq conflict. Did they call it that, Joe? I don't know what they call it.
Something like that.
Okay. Well,
Close enough.
and we're going to be celebrating something around the July the 4th area of the month that is going to celebrate this country, and especially the veterans who fought for this country, aren't we there, Mr. Randall? And you have a special song, and this is kind of a surprise in this interview. The song's called Let's Ride. And most of our interviews end with a song, and then we just go directly on out. You know what I'm talking about? That we can make sure that these interviews end correctly. But in this case, I think they're going to end with a song. We're going to end it with a really cool song called Let's Ride. Tell us about it.
Well, Mike Cool, who I wrote this with, Mike and I, we write a lot together. And Mike had come up with an idea and some lyrics for this, and I said, well, I think I can come up with some music and some melody, and I think we can do this. And he was very interested in writing about Rolling Thunder. I know the song is called Let's Ride, but it's about Rolling Thunder, who is a group of motorcyclists. They start in California and they head across the country, and they go all the way to the Wall in Washington, D.C., to honor the vets that have passed, that are still living. They honor the MIA, the POWs. It is a great nationwide organization of bikers. They give nothing but their own time. They receive nothing back. They don't want anything back. Anything profitable goes into the families, like, for the MIA, POWs, the deceased vets, and anything they could do to help out, anything to do with military. So we wrote this song, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was really, really proud of this song called Let's Ride.
On behalf of Joe Anderson and myself, Harry T., we're going to sign out with this song. Thank you very much for listening and watching, everybody.
We ride for the thrill, we ride for old glory. The patches on our vests tell our story. We ride for the soldiers, we ride for the vets, the heroes out in Arlington we'll never forget. As we tattoo the highways of rodeo on wheels, a band of blacktop cowboys saddled up on chrome and steel. We salute those who have died, they call us Rolling Thunder. Yeah, boys, let's ride. fight for a cause, from the young guns to the old outlaws. We ride as brothers, we ride as a pack.